You're probably thinking, what a title. Glasgow Murder Crisis reveals the secrets to scaling a business. I know what you're thinking. What on earth is this kid talking about? But listen, you gotta hear me out. You really gotta hear me out on this one. Glasgow was once known as the murder capital and stabbing capital of Europe. Knife crime, gangs, violence. It was out of control. And what Glasgow ended up doing revealed, I guess, the mechanism or system of how to actually scale a business. And that's what we're going to talk about here. I know it sounds crazy, but stay with me now. Stay with me. Back then, when it was the murder capital of Europe, Glasgow tried quick fixes. Harsher policing, harsher sentencing, more policing. Just the quick solutions, the quick fixes. And listen, quick fixes don't work. And the reason that is because it's a temporary fix with temporary relief that causes worse problems down the line. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If it's a quick fix, it is not a fix. It's not a solution. You're going to make matters worse and it's going to linger and grow, right? Glasgow did it. Entrepreneurs do it. Sales drop, discounts. Churn, run more ads. If there's productivity dipping, micromanagement, hiring more people. All of these quick fixes, they create this sort of idea that, oh, I've done something. But in reality, you've just built on top of already rocky, shaky foundations. It's like building on dysfunction. And that's just going to make things extremely worse. And this is where Glasgow had a turning point. Instead of treating it like just any old issue, they decided to look at it as a public health issue, meaning they were asking, why is this happening? Where is it starting? What are all the underlying reasons? And how can we stop it before it happens? With this knowledge, they took a multi-agency approach. It was a systems approach. They decided to take police, hospitals, youth workers, people who were within the gangs, who've maybe learned, and prisoners, etc., and they sort of banded them together to create an ecosystem which allowed people to feel sort of safer and learn from the mistakes of others. Them implementing these systems that they did meant there was a 70% drop in homicides. 70%. There was drops in multiple sort of different areas of things, but because they were getting to the problem at the root, getting to the problem before it became a problem, the drops were significant. Like Glasgow isn't the murder capital of Europe anymore. Initiatives like this, which were from a complete sort of system standpoint, allowed them to get to that point that they're at now. And I think that's what's important to note. This is where I'm talking about how this relates to business. The reason it relates to business is because entrepreneurs fall into the exact same trap that Glasgow did when they first began. They were trying to fix the symptoms, and not even fix them, punish them. They were punishing symptoms. And the same happens within business, and I see it. Instead of thinking that because of the productivity's gone down, you need to hire more, or because there's churn, you need to spam more marketing, or whatever the case is, you should actually look at it at its root. For example, instead of hiring more, you should probably clarify and define the roles that you're actually after, and you'll find that you probably have overhired once you define the roles clearly. Then when it comes to churn, rather than figuring out why the churn is happening and actually solving that because it's more difficult and time consuming, you're just going, you know what, we'll just spam more marketing to offset it. Let's talk about how it's not about just adding more fuel. Think about it like this. With fuel, it's not that we magically spawned in more fuel. It's that cars became more efficient, meaning that we weren't burning as much fuel. We just took what we had and made it better, refined it, improved it, iterated on it, however you want to call it. But at the end of the day, it's not about adding more fuel so that it goes further. It's about making it more efficient so that it can use less fuel and still go further. That's what you want in your business. I think if I put it in a perspective like that, one that you can go and research for yourself and see what Glasgow did to actually siphon and get rid of the name of murder capital of Europe, knife crime epidemic. To get rid of that, what did they actually do? They fixed it at the root. So if you're looking to scale your business, That's what you want to be doing. You don't want a business where you're constantly putting out fires, because then it relies on you. You want one that is built around systems from the beginning. And yes, it takes time. Yes, it's a lot of work. Yes, you'll make mistakes. But those systems are actually what's going to scale. Not you putting out fires all the time. It's building strong systems and foundations that allow scale at any rate without things breaking. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video and now you're going to take that blueprint of Glasgow's knife crime epidemic and how they solved it to scale your business, feel free to do so, because it's helped me and I know for a fact it will help you. And yeah, that's it. If you enjoyed it, let me know. And yeah, it'd be great to get some feedback. So hope that helps, and happy scaling. Fix the system and create it. Don't fix the symptom.